Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight we'll see Anaheim as they go up against Dallas. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment.
Go.
So Anaheim will get the first possession. Inside, Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Pass to Ewing. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here is Wall. Outside Edwards. Here's Roy. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
That's good from Roy. He's perfect from the line this time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Doncic feeling it out. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Those three-pointers off the mark. Here's Anaheim. Outside Edwards. Pass to Malone. Outside for Roy. It's stolen by Banchero. Ahead. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And it's Doncic missing. Here's Anaheim. Trailing by 2. And the jam by Larry Nance.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Nobody near Irving. From beyond the arc and then some.
Kyrie's got such a great touch from the outside. He's making that long shot look way too easy for a point guard of his size.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Outside Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now the pass break. Banchero with the ball. He gets that one.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's Wall. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Play with it. Picked up by Edwards. Back to Roy. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. Here's Robinson. Plays it up and banks it in. Robinson's got 6.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Down low. On the wing, Irving. 6 to shoot. Over Edwards. And he recovers it. Outside Edwards. Banchero with the screen. It could go. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Dallas leads by only 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
And so it's Dallas with it. In the corner, O'Neal with it. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Edwards. Nance a screen. Fades and shoots. Edwards no good.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Pass to Mitchell. Nowitzki a screen. Mitchell with it. Picked up by Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The try by Mitchell. Good work defensively by Reeves. Launches from deep. It's rebounded by O'Neal. And so here is Dallas. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Nowitzki's shot's good.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Shaq with some nice D.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Nowitzki a screen. Here's LeBron. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
Both free throws good from James.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now here's Edwards. Nothing on the board. And the shot goes in.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Now here's Williamson. Pass to Banchero. Kicks it out to Williamson. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Malone.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Stolen by Reeves, and he hits it to tie the game up. Reeves has got his first points of the game.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the dunk by Williamson.
The coordination that Zion has when he starts to get that body in motion, you gotta fear that if you're the defender on that play.
Outside Roy. And Anaheim with another three.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Williamson, the screen. And here's Doncic from the arc. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And Williamson's energy just incredible, which is what makes him such a force on the offensive glass.
Malone, left side. Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Outside Irving. On the wing, Doncic. Back to Irving. LeBron, left side. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Anaheim on top as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Mitchell is double. On the wing, Irving. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Irving's got 5 now.
Zero hesitation. Irving was all set to go.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Here's James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And Dallas leads by 1.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Anaheim shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Now, here is Irving. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving double team. Stolen by Robinson. And Roy, here we go. And then Roy with the jam.
And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way, and then he's just able to slice right through them.
Irving for 3. And David Robinson pulls it down. Pass to Roy. Back to Edwards. Malone outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Now here's Malone. No scoring in this one. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Irving.
And that's some crafty defense from Irving, managing to see that shot coming.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Oh, Nance in position. And stolen by Williamson. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. For Dallas, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. It's a 1-point game. A nice shot by Ewing. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Wall. 5 points in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Robinson throws it down.
Oh, nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
Now, here's Doncic. And they double up Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. And Caro. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And Dallas leads by 1.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
From downtown, Anaheim grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one. Now, there are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Roy. Pass to Banchero. O'Neal on the wing. Oh, here's Edwards. Back to O'Neal. And he banks in the layup. Shaq's got his first bucket in this one.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Anaheim on top. They lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And it's Anaheim with the ball. The lead is 2. Now Wade to the paint. Here's Aldridge. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, at 7 feet tall and a 7'5" wingspan, Aldridge usually gets a clean shot off inside or gets fouled.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Anaheim.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
And here's Doncic from the arc.
You got to love how much effort Dwayne Wade puts into the defensive end of the floor with blocks like that.
And they double up Doncic. Pass to Nowitzki. Shot from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
It's good. Malone's got the lead up to 4 now for Anaheim.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Banchero draws the double. And out of bounds as Anaheim gains possession. Anaheim making a switch here. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Rejected by Nowitzki. Fast break Dallas. Here's Williamson. It's stolen by Edwards. Fast break Anaheim. Pass to Wall. It's stolen by Banchero. Irvin for three. Offensive rebound. Williamson on the follow.
Oh, did you feel that one? What was that on the Richter scale? Zion with the monster dunk.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Here's Shaq. Robinson pulls it in. Anaheim leading by 4. Some nice ball movement by Anaheim. And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Over in the corner, Williamson. Traps in the tray. Williamson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Zion wants these moments, and coming through here.
There's a screen by Robinson. Pass to Roy. It's Edwards on the wing. There's the three. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And O'Neal gets it to go.
It's a tall challenge trying to contain Shaq, especially when he's operating close to the basket.
Left side, Wall. Outside for Robinson. And he drives in. It's in!
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Timeout, Dallas. There's 57 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And they double up Doncic. Back to Banchero. Williamson left side. Yes! And the foul. That's on David Robinson.
Zion wanted it, and he nailed it.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Williamson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Ewing. Double team on Ewing. Back to Doncic. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Here's Williamson, and he commits the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here we go. And here's Anaheim now. Down low. And a big finish by Robinson.
And that's how you like to start the game. Boom, straight to the bucket for the easy deuce.
Picked by Williamson. Right wing. To the paint. Here's Duncan. And that one is hammered home.
That's a good fundamental play there as Zion able to set up for the assist.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, BA, he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
Durant, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Malone. It's deflected.
That's an awesome defensive display by Duncan there, coming up with the block and aggressively sending that one back.
Pass to Durant. Durant draws the double to the middle. Tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter.
Yeah, smothering D right there. Just a tremendous job by Edwards, forcing a difficult shot.
Ooh, Durant with a steal. And here they come. Ball's going up the court.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
The kick out to Wall. Launches it. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
A workmanlike approach from John Wall. Tries to make every possession count.
Right side Wall. Pass to Duncan. And stolen by Edwards. Outside Wall. Back to Robinson. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Robinson's got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
To halt the run. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big... point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
Anaheim shooting their first free throws of this game. Now a timeout called by Washington. That free throw no good. He hits the second from the line. .55 seconds left to play in the first. Collins left side. To the inside. Malone. Will it go? Washington again can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Knocks it down from distance.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Malone. Shots blocked. And here comes the break. Pass to Thomas. Fires for three. And again, it's Washington with a three. Ball looking over the floor. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Wall's got 9 points.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
And so it's John Wall making highlights for Anaheim. Hunting for opportunities, leading to... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And for Anaheim, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Thomas with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. Deflected!
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. The shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
Here's Hill. And it's rejected. Inside. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Reeves. And the layup is good off the glass.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Washington trails by 3. Thomas outside. Pass to Hill. Shot from the low post is good. Hill's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, he is sneaky at the rim, lays it in against heavy pressure.
Lets it go from the wing. That one's wide left.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Edwards with it. Green picks him up. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Fires in the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So for Washington, and here's Wall. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. Pass to Roy. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Nice move. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he knocks down the first one. Hits both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Yeah, KD attacking the rim. Hard to imagine anybody's going to get in the way of that.
Pass to Roy. And that one's on target from the wing. Roy's got 4 points now in the quarter. Stolen by Wall. Here's Malone. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Anaheim.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Pass to Malone. Here's Roy to the left wing. Wall for three, and Wall pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
Right side Wall. Pass to Edwards. Williams grabs the board. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Durant. And he can't bank that one in.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Malone. Shoots over Durant. Anaheim with another miss. Now a timeout called by Washington. Thomas, left side. Pass to Duncan. 2 on the clock. The layup off target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Washington up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Wall. No points yet. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Roy. To the inside.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
Here's Robinson. The kick out to Wall. It's rebounded by Washington. And they're running. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound on the wing. Durant. It's good from about 19 feet. Durant's got 7 points.
And that's the shot that makes Kevin Durant. He's so special from the mid-range.
Outside Robinson. Back to Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Durant. 5 to shoot. From the high post. Good. He hits the jumper. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Deadly. From every spot on the court, Durant is both prolific and relentless.
Oh, gets the bucket.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. To the wing, right side. And they're pushing it up. Outside Robinson. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
There's a screen. Pass to Roy. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Roy's gotten his second bucket. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Now a timeout called by Washington. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Hill. They set the pick. Here's Malone. Roy pulls it in.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Right side Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
He does not get the second one. And they're on the run. The open shot by Reeves. Washington again can't hit. And here's Wall. He'll bring it up for Anaheim. The lead is 2. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And Washington making a change here. And both free throws good for Edwards. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right. Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And they double up Edwards. And stolen by Reeves. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And it's blocked by Wall.
Oh, nicely timed by Wall. Just so gifted with tremendous length at his position.
Yep, that one goes. Nance has got his first bucket in this one.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here's Edwards for 3. Robinson. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Anaheim ahead, leading by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when... Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, good luck trying to stop Zion there. He's so determined to score. When the defense gets physical with him, he comes right back at him.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Drawing contact is a skill, and Dwayne Wade is a master.
And he's good on the second.
Now, even with one miss, he stretched this out to a 2-possession game.
Pass to Duncan. Back to Wade. And he takes that one up and powers it through.